Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Chocolate, dessert box, boba, croffle topped with ice cream, and donuts. Is your mouth watering? Today, I don't want to offer you the donut sales, but I want to discuss about the content of the foods that I just mentioned. Can the audiences right here guess what's the similarity of those foods that I just mentioned? Yes, that's right, sugar. Our life cannot be separated from the consumption of sugar. Sugar is also needed in our body to form an energy, started from standing, walking, and even thinking. We need an energy. But do you know that consuming sugar also has a limit? In America, the American Heart Association reveals the recommended daily limit for sugar intake is 9 teaspoons for adult men, 6 teaspoons for adult women, and less than 6 teaspoons for children ages 2 until 18 years old. Hey, how can we know whether we have consumed has already reached the limit? So basically, this is a matter of us having to consume exactly 9 or 6 teaspoons of sugar every day. However, we need to be wiser in consuming sugar in our diets. Have you known the bad effects that will occur if we consume too much sugar in a day? If you haven't or forgot, then this speech is perfect for you. So ladies and gentlemen, in this video I will deliver 2 reasons why you should reduce your sugar intake in a day. To start with, I'll explain how it can make us addicted, then I'll mention how it can increase the risk of various kinds of diseases. Finally, I'll summarize my presentation. First, I will say that consuming too much sugar can lead to addiction. Sugar activates the brain's reward system. Sweet foods attract our cravings because of the sugar's strong impact on the reward system in the brain called the mesolimbic dopamine system. When we encounter something that deserves a reward, when we encounter something that deserves a reward, the nerve cells in our brain release a chemical that is called neurotransmitter that contains dopamine to the system. Enabling the system makes you want to do that response again because it feels good. For example, is someone who always consume boba every day, it's really hard to stop it in an instant. It is because it requires a process, and also it needs a stages to stop someone's habit of consuming boba drink every day. Based on the PubMed Health Journal in 2018, there is a strong evidence of existence of sugar addiction. However, remember that this will happen if we consume too much sugar in a day. If we're only eating a piece of cake, it will not make us addicted. The second reason is the overconsumption of sugar can increase the risk of getting various kinds of diseases. As we all know that sugar can make energy for us, but if it is too much, if there is too much sugar in a blood or our body, it cannot be tolerated anymore by the enzyme in our body called the insulin. This insulin works by reducing reducing the levels of uh, glucose in the blood by turning the glucose into the glycogen that is stored in our muscles for energy storage. Then what will happen if the sugar or glucose in our body is overloaded? This insulin will become resistant and it loses its function too. And yeah, it loses its function or dirties in metabolism of sugar into the energy, and it can result in the high blood sugar levels, which is at risk of um, obesity and diabetes mellitus. Uncontrolled diabetes will be at risk of disturbing other body organs such as hearts and also the kidneys and others. Many studies have shown that consumption of added sugar is associated with hyperuricemia, um, resistance, intolerance, resistance, is insulin resistance, dyslipidemia, and many more. Therefore, too much sugar can lead to the risk of many diseases. In conclusion, you can try to increase the consumption of sugar. It is because it can prevent you from the sugar addiction. Then, lastly, it can make you stay away from getting the risk of any kinds of diseases. The risk of getting the diseases. Therefore, would you be inclined to to avoid overconsumption of sugar in a day, in order to keep your health, keep you healthy? Okay, that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.